Hey, sixth grade, and welcome to 2.3. Today we'll be talking about translating between tables and expressions. Last section we had talked about translating between words and math. Today we're going to also be looking for some patterns, but it's going to be from tables and expressions. Okay, so let's start by looking at our first example where we're looking at the two different ages. So it says, write an expression for the missing value in the table. Okay, so here's our missing value that we're going to be looking for. We need to write an expression, okay, for that missing value. All right, the first thing that I think is going to be helpful for you to do is to look and see if you can find a pattern between Spike's age and Rusty's age. Okay, so the pattern that I see is when we go from Spike's age to Rusty's age, it's always 4 more than that, or plus 4. So 3 Spike's age plus 4 gives us Rusty's age. Again, plus 4. Okay, so for us, you can see that here in the pattern, we're adding 4 each and every single time. Okay, so for us then, let's use that pattern and just write an expression for our missing value. Okay, so if we take Spike's age, which here is A, and we add 4, we will get Rusty's age. This A, again, stands for, well, it can be any age. And all we have to do is add 4, and we'll come up with Rusty's age. Okay. When Spike's age is A, Rusty's age is A plus 4. Okay. So here's another example of that. This one isn't on your sheet, but I think it's still worth taking a look at. Okay, so we have Ty's age and we have Rich's age. What is the relationship here between their ages? Okay, well, Rich's age is always Ty's age times 7. Okay, so to go from Ty's age to Rich's age, here, 1 times 7, 7. 2 times 7, 14. 3 times 7, 21, so on and so forth. So to find the missing value here, we take Ty's age, which is A, and just like we did for these other problems, we multiply it by 7 to find our missing value. Okay. Here is example number 2. Okay, so it says write an expression for the sequence in the table. Again, we're going to look for the relationship between the positions and the values. Those are just the two different topics we've got in our chart here. So position and value. Okay. And then, so make sure you're filling in your boxes in your note sheet. Okay. It says use, guess, and check. Okay. So guess 7n and guess 3n plus 4. A couple different things here that you can try. Okay. Okay, so a lot to kind of fill in here on your notebook sheet. Feel free if you need to pause the video to fill this in right now. Okay, so hopefully you got the expression 3 times n plus 4 works for this, okay? And right away, if you didn't get that, that's okay. If I would have seen this right away, I'd have guessed times 7 each time. Well, if I times by 7 here, this would be 14. So this one we know doesn't work. Okay, we tried this one. 3 times 2 would be 6, plus 4 is 10. Hey, that works. Let's try it here. Substituting 3 this time for n. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 4, 13. And same here, if we substitute 4 in, 3 times 4 is 12, plus 4 is 16. Okay, so our expression here is 3n plus 4. Again, That's just using guess and check. So simply trying to find a pattern. Okay. Is this the same as your check it out for position and value? Nope, it's not quite the same. But why don't you pause it and try it out and see if you can find the pattern. Okay. So again, does 7 times n work? Well, here it works. 7 times 2 would be 14, so that doesn't work. How about 5n plus 2? 5 times 2 is 10 plus 2, 12. Yeah. 15 plus 2. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So this one does work. Wonderful. So the expression is 5n plus 2. Okay. Here is example 3. It says writing an expression for the area of a figure. A triangle has a base of 6 inches. The table shows the area of the triangle for different heights. Write an expression that can be used to find the area of the triangle when its height is 8 inches. Okay, again, try to look for a pattern here. Okay, so in the first one, I've got my height and my base and my height and my area. How do these all relate? Okay, well, if you did 6 times 1, so base times height, and then divided it by 2, you'd get your area. Same thing here, base times height would be 12, 6 times 2 is 12. If we divided that by 2, we'd get our area of 6. Okay, so on and so forth. Base times height divided by 2. Here, base times height, so 6 times h, or 6h, and then divide that by 2. Well, half of 6h, if we had 6h's written out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we divided that by 2, or took half of that, well, we'd come up with 3h. Okay. So go ahead and pause the video, try out the check it out, see what you come up with. All right, and hopefully you noticed for this one, a base times height divided by 2 again. Same deal. 4 times h is 4h, divide that by 2, you'd have 2h. Okay, so guys, I know that the check it out didn't exactly match up on today's know it note sheet. Just examples 1, 2, and 3 did. The check it outs did not. Still try the check it out problems, and if you have questions on them, feel free to ask me. The other thing I'd like you to do is check out these lesson quizzes. Pause the video, see if you're getting them right. Again, pause the video, see if you get it right. Again, pause one last time and see if you get it right. Okay. So mainly there, guys, I want you to understand that you're just really looking for patterns in tables this week. If you need more help, please come see me. That's all I've got for 2.3, and we will talk to you guys later.